What's up, my YouTube people? How you guys doing on this fine, very, well, in my state, it's very cold. I even got the heat on in the garage. Very cold here in my state. I think the high is supposed to be 49, I think. But anyways, Joker 1014 wants to say hi to everybody. Hopefully everybody's having a good Monday. I want to touch base on some stuff. I kind of got myself mixed up in not a situation, but I kind of been talking about this other YouTuber, and it's been making me think today since I put my last video up earlier. It's really starting to mess with this up here, and I don't like having this messed up here. I'm tired of people calling people crackheads, potheads, drug addicts, meth addicts, heroin addicts. I'm so sick and tired of that. I am so tired of people calling other people crackheads and stuff like that, and name calling in that way, because you do not know what that person's going through. You do not know that person at all. And when you don't know that person, you have no right to judge that person on just by saying you're a crackhead. I get that shit all the time when people walk past my house, right? Kids, adults, teenagers will walk past, and I'll be standing on the front porch laughing about something, even though I don't got two front teeth because I used to be an MMA fighter. They would literally look at me and be like, "Oh, look at that crackhead." Dude, it really plays games with you. And I've been going through recovery. I've been going through recovery 3 years now. I had an incident where I relapsed, and I don't like to really talk too much about it because I'm not happy for what happened. But I can stand here and say I got help. Been going through recovery for 3 years now, and I'm proud of what I'm doing. You know, there has been times where I was so depressed, and the reason why I was doing drugs, because I was depressed. I was depressed because I felt like my family didn't love me no more. I felt like I could not find a woman to love me. I was tired of being so depressed that I was doing drugs to numb that pain. I had an incident happen to me when I was a child, and I don't like to discuss it. And I did drugs because of that, to numb that pain. And then I was beaten when I was a child. I was beaten by my ex-wife. And I don't like it, and I don't like saying what happened to me when I was a child. So I would take the drugs to numb that pain, to make me happy, to walk around with my head high and be happy for once in my life. Then I got addicted to that drug. I got addicted to a lot of drugs all at once. And I am so sick and tired of getting on YouTube, and there is people calling each other crackheads, potheads, heroin addicts, meth heads. I am tired of it. I am just to the point where I'm tired of it, where there's a lot of people out there who will commit suicide over that. There's a lot of people out there who are trying to better their life and is trying to become a better person for themselves and for their family. And with my story, I am a recovering addict. Like I said, I've been going through it for 3 years. I OD'd. I OD'd on drugs. Uh, Surprisingly enough, that I'm still here today. Uh, there was a time that my ex-wife took my kids from me, and this is, the time before I relapsed, and I was off drugs for 3 years, 4 years, and my ex-wife took my kids from me. I tried to kill myself a bunch of times. Did I succeed? Nope. Why? Because I'm still here today. Because there was someone there when I did it. Someone was there. Either A, talked me out of it, or B, they saved my life. And I'm just so tired of the bullying. I'm so tired of people trying to push people around, because you do not know. And I used to be a very judgmental person. I used to look at that person and be like, oh, he's not worth it. He's this, he's that. And I'm not better than nobody. But when I got off of drugs and got help, I don't have those suicide, the thoughts that I used to have. I'm not thinking about committing suicide. I'm not thinking about taking another drug. Does people get on my nerves? Yes, everybody will get on your nerves. Everybody will push you to a point to either make you relapse or make you kill yourself. There's always those people. I'm a person who will do anything in his power to help someone to either A, save their life or better their life. Just like, for an example, the people down the street. I was talking about the dog. Okay? If you can't feed yourself, then why do you have animals? Just like that person will have $15 in his hand. He will have $15 knowing that he has his kid coming over. Okay? He will have $15 in his hand. And instead of taking that $15 and going to go get a little bit of groceries, $15 worth of fucking groceries, he will sit there and text me and say, hey, can you go run me over here so I can pick up a bag of weed? Can you go run me to the gas station so I can get some beer and some cigarettes? It's like, at first, about a year ago, and I went to school with this kid, about a year ago, I was doing that because I don't care if people smoke weed. Sometimes it helps. Sometimes people are addicted to it, and this person is addicted to it. There's a lot of people out there who smokes weed for different purposes. They got some pain going on in their body. I don't care. Weed's not bad to me. I think it's growed in the ground. God put it here for a reason. That's fine. But the people who mess with that stuff, put chemicals in it and stuff, it's bad. It's very bad. People can put shit in anything. And I told this dude, when he had $10, I keep on telling him, he texts me up all the time. Hey man, can you give me a ride? Hey man, can you give me a ride? And I tell him all the time, no. Then he turns around and says, well, why don't you help me anymore? Why don't you do? Because I'm not going to help someone who can't put food on their table for their kids. I helped you so many times, thinking you would change and get it in your head that, hey, I got 15, 20 bucks in my hand and my kid's here and he's starving. I'm going to go and get him something from Dollar General. But he still don't do it because he's thinking of himself. And he's 38 years old. Okay? 38 years old. He'd rather spend his money on alcohol, cigarettes, and weed instead of helping his own kid out, buying new clothes for school, putting a roof over his head. They already get their bills paid. They don't have to pay electric, because why? Because the government pays for it. They don't have to pay for gas. Why? Government pays for it. They don't have to pay rent. Why? Government pays for it. Everybody pays for everything for these people. And that's the reason why I took the damn dog away, because they can't take care of themselves, because they rather go out and blow their money on alcohol and weed. I'm not going to help no more. I'm a recovering addict. I don't want that shit around me. Do I care if people smoke it? I don't fucking care. That's your life. It's not mine. But I'm not going to help people out that turns around and not help their own family out. I'm not helping no more. I'm not giving you no more food. I'm not giving you anything else. I'm not giving you rides. I'm not. Stop. And I know sometimes you watch my videos, so, and you know who I'm talking to. And you know I'm talking about you. But I'm telling you right now, I won't give you any more rides until you figure out to help your family. I'm done. I'm done doing it. I'm done helping. I'm not helping it no more, because there's too many people in this world that needs help, from picking up a phone saying, hey man, I'm getting ready to blow my brains out. Or hey man, I'm getting ready to hit this needle and kill myself because I'm so sick and tired of it. I'm so sick and tired of life. And here I am wasting my time to help someone. It's not even helping them out when I can be over here helping the next person out. Because that's who I am. I'd rather help someone who's actually going to help themselves. I didn't have a dad growing up. I didn't have anybody to tell me what was right and what was wrong. I had to figure everything out on my own. But I'm definitely not going to stand around and let someone use me just so they can have what they want and not help themselves out or help their family out. I'm not doing it. No more. And this is what's wrong with this world today. Everybody's against everybody. Everybody sits there, just like when you go to a grocery store. You go to the grocery store. I remember going to the grocery store before this pandemic happened, before the gas prices got high, before you started losing your jobs. And it's always been hard to get a job. But now it's definitely very, very hard to even get a job. It's not like how it was back in the day where you can quit a job and go hop to another job, or go hop to this job, or hey, I don't like this job, so I'm going to go find a job I really like. It's getting so hard where people, literally, I had 3 suicides happen right down the street from me at a park. Someone took their car, drove down, parked, and shot themselves. And then in the same year, someone did it again. And then when I first moved in my house, I heard a gunshot. And now I'm friends with that guy. Luckily, they saved his life. Because he shot himself because his son shot himself and killed himself. Because he felt like the reason why he shot himself is because he felt like he couldn't help his son. But technically, his son was so depressed that he lost his job, lost his wife, lost his kids because he wasn't working, because he lost his job. And that's the thing. Nobody realizes anymore. It's a common thing when a man and a woman splits up. It's like an everyday occurrence. A woman and man splits up. Me, personally, I want to live like my grandma and grandpa did. My grandma and grandpa was married for 50 plus years, I think. They got married back in 1919 or something like that. Somewhere around there. back when before, way before I was born. And it was my great grandparents, and they literally moved from West Virginia to Ohio. And my grandpa was a coal miner, and he moved my grandma to Ohio, and sent her money every single day. Every week he would send her money. If he had $1 on him every day, he would send it to her so she can get a house over here, so she can start a business over here, and then here in Ohio. And then he eventually, once she got all that taken care of and knew that there was enough money for them to survive over here, he moved over here with her. And they was married at the age of 16. And they lived happily ever after. My grandpa died of cancer. My grandparents, the ones I'm talking about, my grandpa, he died of cancer. My great grandpa, he died of cancer, and then my grandma died for a broken heart. And my grandpa always told me, my grandparents always told me, if you love someone so much, you will do anything for them. And that's how I am. I will do anything for a female. I will do anything for my family. If I lose a job, I don't sit on my ass and try to figure out, oh, I got $15. I just made $15 for selling some of my tools. So I made 15 bucks on selling some of my tools, but I'm going to go get my fix for today. No. I actually take that $15 knowing I need food in the house for my kids, and I will take that $15 and spend every dime of it, and I don't care if I have to walk to find a job. I don't care if I have to walk in the freezing cold to take scrap metal to the scrap yard. Thank God I don't live like that anymore. Thank God I don't have to do that no more, because now I work 10 to 12 hours a day. I work on cars out of my garage. What else do I do? I work for other people. I do other things. I do my YouTube, even though I don't make money off of it, but it gives me something to do. And everything I'm doing is keeping me away from drugs and keeping me away and keeping my mind clear from committing suicide. Then you got people on the internet, on YouTube, putting you in little videos trying to make you do something dumb. So for now on, I'm not talking about Psychobabble. I'm not going to make another fucking video about Psychobabble. I'm not going to watch I haven't watched any of his videos. I just happened to came across the one last night of Thomas the Train and clicked on it because I didn't really think what it was. If he would go back on to Walking Through the Woods and showing us stuff that it fell down from the 1919s or whatever, I probably would subscribe to his channel. If he worked on cars and did videos about it, I probably would subscribe to his channel. But anymore, I'm not even a subscriber to his channel. I don't even subscribe to his channel. And I will never subscribe to his channel. And I'm done talking about him because he's making me think too much up here and not focus on why I started this channel. That's what he did. He made me focus everything on it was coming out of his mouth and what he was saying. It's not making me think right. So for now on, you guys are going to get what I've always been talking about on this channel. My recovery. We're talking about what's going on in the world, and we're going to talk about working on cars. So with that being said, stay positive, stay true to yourself. Always remember, there's always someone out there you can talk to if you have a suicidal thought, or if you think and you're going through recovery and you're having a bad day and you're like, man, I want to go get that fix. Feel free to message me on fucking one of my channels. on one of my videos. Say, yo, Joker, help me out, man. Help me out, bro. I'm having this thought about killing myself, or I'm having a thought about picking up some drugs. I've been going through recovery for a year, 2 months, 3 months, and I'm doing really good, but man, I'm just having a real bad day and I'm gonna go get me a fix. Feel free. I will send you a message back saying, look, bro, don't do it. Don't do it. You're doing too good. You're doing too good. And everybody out there who's going through recovery right now, you are doing good. I don't care if you've been going through it for a week, a day, 2 days, 3 days, 3 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 6 years, 20 years. You're still doing good. You're doing good, and you got to keep up the hard work, because it's a struggle every day. I wake up every single day. I wake up in pain. I wake up going, man, I really don't want to go to work today. I just want to go back to my old routine. It's a fucking struggle. Then you got people out there on YouTube calling people crackheads, potheads, meth heads, heroin heads, whatever, and putting these people down when they're going through addiction, when they're going through recovery. We're out here to help. The people on YouTube is out here to help people. We're not out here to put people down. There is a very small group of us, and I'm not in none of the groups. Yeah, do I follow other channels? Yes, I follow a lot of good channels. There's like a bunch of good channels I follow. And they never put people down. They're always positive. And that's what I want my channel to be. It's a positive channel. And I got myself wrapped up into something that someone was shooting bullets at me for, just because I said someone's name, because I made a video of something, and I'm not doing it no more. So I'm done with him. I'm done with his channel. I'm done with everything about him. I don't want to hear nothing about him, and it's not going to come back out of my mouth anymore. You're not going to hear nothing more about Psychobabble. No more. Everything's going to be about the car, or about my recovery, or my daily life, because the world is starting to go down, and that's what everybody needs to open their eyes up. It's either you're on the left or you're on the right, and me personally, I'm in the fucking middle. I don't care who's on the right, and I don't give a fuck who's on the left. I'm going down my road, and I'm sticking to my family, and I'm going to protect my family. Don't matter what the world's going to come to. That's what I'm going to do. Just like going to the store anymore. Nobody has manners anymore. Nobody, you walk into a grocery store, it's, excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, sir. Oh, sorry. Have a nice day. Yeah. My bad. Or you meet someone. Hey, how you doing? Sorry, I was just trying to get ice cream out of here. I didn't mean to bump into you. Now it's like, what the fuck, you got a problem? Oh, I was just trying to get through. No, you got a fucking problem? I was just trying to get ice cream out. Sorry for saying excuse me. Sorry for being polite. Well, fuck you, fuck this, fuck that. It's like, dude, I was just said excuse me so I can get ice cream. My bad. Geez, sorry. Having a bad day? Oh, you think I'm always having a bad day? Dude, I don't even know who you are. I was just asking if you had a bad day. Maybe we can have a chit chat or something. Simple as that. It don't even work that way no more. Back in the day, you sit there and, whoa, sorry. I didn't mean to offend you or anything. I was just asking if you was having a bad, yeah, you know, I got in a car accident. This happened. My kid's sick. Blah, blah, blah. And I got to come out here to the store. Well, hey, think about it this way. It's positive. Everything's going to get better. Time you get from here, from point A back to point B, it'll be a good day. It's not like that no more in the world. It's a lot of hate. It's got to stop. But anyways, guys, with that being said, Joker 1014 is out. Have a blessed day, and always remember, stay true to yourself, stay positive, and always, it's always a better day. Much love.